we said something evil, or we're just cold.
We do that anyway.
That's true. So this is Living the Dream podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Josh.
And tonight's just kind of a quick little episode. It may turn into a long episode. I don't know. We got the old the classic bottles tonight. We were talking about that a few episodes ago, and I was at the store beforehand, and I was like, you know what? Tonight's the night. We're gonna have some.
Sammy was doing his wifely duties.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm a good wife. So, my thoughts for this episode, and I know we're about 2 weeks past, maybe 3.
Yeah, a couple.
We're a ways out from Landman, but I have a theory, and this may be, everybody else may have already figured this out, maybe not, but I'm going to lay it out there because I feel like I may be on the cutting edge of this here. I'm probably not. Everybody else will probably comment down there, man, yeah, I figured that out like 3 episodes ago.
We've already seen season 1 or season 2, episode 1. What are you talking about?
Right. But so my theory on it is, and if you haven't, so if you guys haven't seen the season finale of Landman or you haven't watched it, spoiler alert. Sorry, not sorry.
You're a month behind.
Yeah, you're way behind on this, okay? I gave everybody plenty of time to watch all of it and not ruin it for anybody. So if you haven't watched it yet...
Plus, if you're still listening to this 15 seconds into him telling you he's going to spoil it, it's on you.
That's true. It's true. Pause now. Go watch the rest of it.
And forever hold your peace.
Come back and then listen to the theory here. So the theory is Cooper has gone around and started getting all of the leases signed over to him, okay? So Monty is incapacitated, and Tommy has now assumed precedence.
So has Trump.
That's right, yes. And Monty's wife, I can't remember what her name is. Shame on me.
Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Bad bitch.
Yeah. She has told Tommy to go through with this one last oil patch that they're willing to risk a bunch on. Which, honestly, the way they have it set up is as long as they strike on the first few wells, they should be fine because they're going to get 100% coverage on it. Anyhow, so the area that is supposed to be is in the Wolf Camp area, okay? So I started kind of paying attention to that, and I was like, that kind of stood out to me. Well, Cooper starts doing his research for his future, okay? And then all of the drawings and stuff that he's looking at to recoup all of these old oil wells that the leases have expired and all of that stuff is in the Wolf Camp field. So, if you watched all of the episodes and you saw the attorney bitch jumping in the middle of Cooper's ass and telling him that he ain't ever going to be nothing and then he's just a little worm and blah, 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 then you'll love this theory because next season it's going to end up where they start negotiating for this Wolf Camp because she's now been put in charge of negotiating these oil contracts. Okay, so they're going to start reaching out to find out who owns all of these oil leases in the Wolf Camp area.
She's going to be negotiating, but it's going to be with Tommy because she doesn't have a fucking clue what she's doing.
Well, I understand, but...
So it's going to end up Cooper versus...
Yeah,
Tommy. I mean, that's...
so you're throwing the Cooper versus Tommy.
It's good. Well, not necessarily, but it's what it's going to come down to because it's the whole time she's playing the badass lawyer, or attorney, but at the same time she doesn't know what she's talking about as far as the field goes.
Right.
Tommy or Nathan is having to back her and fill her in, and even Dale on the last one.
Yeah. Well, Dale's the technical guy and knows all of the details and how it works, and Nathan's the guy that can paper all of it and put it under contract. But I just think it's going to be great whenever they come to sit down and find out that she's going to have to deal with Norris's boy in order to negotiate this contract, and then she's going to be like, I can't do this and blah, 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 because she was already trying to back out of this shit.
So how does this work, though? My question is because, okay, so the guy that made the deal with...
Cooper.
No.
No.
The owner. The guy that's dead.
Monty.
Okay. So the guy that made the deal with Monty, who didn't have any money and all this kind of shit, so Monty made a killer deal on it.
Uh-huh.
How does he have the rights to everything that Cooper is now taking leases on if it's all been dead and nothing to do with it?
So that I don't know. That's still to be revealed, I'm assuming.
Because Cooper's out working the deals on everything. Cool, great. We understand how that works. How is Motex getting it when the guy that Monty made the deal with, what's his tie to it?
So it's probably one of those deals that I'm betting you the guy that made the deal with Monty saw what Cooper saw and was like, oh, this has really good potential.
So it's going to come down to who beat him to the punch, Cooper or...
Well, as it sits right now, Cooper beat their ass to the punch because
Well,
Cooper's getting them
we've
to sign.
seen.
Right.
I mean, yeah, because they wouldn't be double signing.
Yeah, no, Cooper's got the paperwork already signed over to him for the Wells. So it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a rather explosive first couple of episodes because there's gonna be this whole culmination of all of this stuff.
Okay, but so then again, who does it come back on? Does it come back on because Motex won't get the deal if it's already signed in a lease to Cooper?
Well,
as an example.
Okay.
So say it won't get signed over to Motex because these guys are already in a signed lease with Cooper. So then, so Motex and Tommy and those guys are making the deal on it.
Uh-huh.
When that deal doesn't go through because these landowners are already tied up in a lease, does it come back on Monty and Motex, or does it come back on the guy that they've...
No,
already doesn't have any money?
What it comes down to is it's going to be... They're going to have to buy... So, and this is just my theory as to how this goes.
So what gets me on this as viewers and as a topic, we're basing this off of a show, and we're trying to figure this out, but this honestly is interesting to me because this is like real life stuff, how this stuff plays out. So to me, it's interesting to learn this and kind of figure out how this all works. So don't just take it as maybe we're just sitting here debating a TV show, because that's what we're kind of basing it off of.
But this is real life stuff.
Yeah, and the company I work for, we have partner companies and other companies that we own down there in Odessa, Midland oil field business companies.
Oh, okay.
So to me, this is one of the last Peterbilts we built went right back down to Odessa, Midland.
Oh, okay.
That's
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Then.
So I won't name drop those two companies on here, but they are down there,
right
in the patch. So to me, this is like we work on their shit when it comes to up here. Yeah, we're working on our trucks, rebuilding their trucks. So to me, this is way more interesting than Yellowstone.
Right.
Just all there is to it. And I get there, like, there's a lot of guys out there who do work in the oil field and that, and they're like, they're bashing this show or whatever. But to the guys that don't do it every day, whether, even if the show is a little bit off, it's still, it's an eye opener.
Well, yeah,
it does teach you a lot. Now, I get it's a show. It's not, you guys are out there killing it and doing whatever, and I get it's not the same.
Yeah.
But to people who don't know any different, it is a big eye opener.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've worked with guys that were roughnecks and stuff that were out in the oil field and over the years, but I've never been in the oil field or anything like that. So seeing some of this and all of the stuff that's there, I mean, I've heard stories of like crazy shit, like the guy that was on top of the pile of fucking pipe and stomped his foot and got crushed. Shit like that happens all the fucking time in the oil field because it's the not necessarily fix it right, but fix it right now because we can't stop the fucking rig. But, okay, so going back to your question about the negotiating, I think what it comes down to is the company went to Monty and was like, hey, I don't have the money, so I need you to back this deal, and that way we can, you can do the drilling and all of that stuff. Well, what Cooper is doing is he's going out there and he's going, hey, if you sign this over to me, I will represent you and I will present this to Motec. Okay,
M-Tech. So that's another question I had too before was, and I've asked you this question, so Cooper's out here signing these deals and things. Uh-huh. Where's he coming up with the crews, or the manpower, or the money?
He's not going to. He's the salesman.
I get that, but Motex has already fired him, doesn't want him back.
Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Now he owns the leases to those wells, so he can go.
So he can subcontract it out to whatever company, Chevron, whoever.
Yeah, he can sell those fucking wells to whoever he wants to at this point, as long as he makes a deal to where it's 25%.
I was thinking as he was the Tommy, and now he's got to come up with the crews and the equipment and everything to do it.
No, now he's building his oil company at this point. So he's starting off with,
and all it took was a senorita. Who can cook?
A senorita, and getting fired from his fucking job.
And a college dropout.
Yeah, and a college dropout. So there you go. So this is a great one of those stories too that, you know, it's not college. College is not going to get you everything everywhere. Sometimes you just got to fall flat on your damn face and not have a job and get the ever-loving shit kicked out of you because you hooked up with somebody's dead wife.
Well, I was going to say, I didn't look at me, but I didn't do that last part.
So I guess it's not dead wife, some dead guy's wife. Sorry, there you go. That's a little better.
Widow.
Yeah, widow. There you go. I couldn't.
Yeah, I'll sugarcoat that for you.
I couldn't think of the word at the time. Okay, sorry.
All right. So moving on. But remember where you were going? Because I don't.
Yeah. Well, no. I think I pretty much summed it up because it comes down to the fact that Cooper is getting all these leases, and he's going to be the middleman to where he's going to take those leases to MTech, and then he's going to sell the rights for MTech to drill and expand those wells.
Okay. So that answers my question, but I'm not sure where you were going with that before I interrupted.
No, that's my thing though. Is like that's where I don't know if everybody put all of the pieces together to come to the conclusion that.
So if you do that though, my deal was it's going to be, you know, Cooper versus whoever clashing.
The lawyer.
Reality is they're going to clash, but it's not because they're in competition of wanting the same thing. They are, but they're not. It's going to be a negotiation because they're trying to buy it from Cooper, not they're trying to get, you know, who can get it the fastest. It's going to be Cooper owns it, now they have to pay.
Exactly.
So now
so he's got the tit in the ringer on that one because he can sit there and he can squeeze them for whatever money he wants to at this point because
that's kind of a good thing and a bad. Well, I say it's a good thing and a bad thing because if it's, you know, if they hit oil or whatever, then for Tommy and Monty's wife, then it's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But if Cooper comes up and, you know, he haggles a good deal for himself and then these don't hit any oil, then everybody's fucked. Well, the landowners, Cooper, Motec.
Cooper's not fucked because Cooper still gets his money. Because regardless, Cooper's money comes from the oil company. When he sells that lease and says, here, I will sell you these 5 leases for $100,000 a piece.
But when Tommy goes in and 2 out of the 9 fail and they're bankrupt, then everybody's fucked.
No, then the fucking, because they got to pay up front. Yeah, surely fucking Monty's got $100,000 for 40-some wells. So, what the fuck does that equate to? I don't know.
I was just saying, you know, it was when Tommy was explaining it to the attorney and Nathan and Dale. He was saying, you do such and such and you hit, you move to the next group. Right. You do such and such and you fail, we're bankrupt.
Right. Well, and the way he was explaining is you've got to hit on the first 4 wells. That way you recoup all of your costs and expenses right off of the first 4 wells, and then everything from that point forward is profit. So, and that was the deal
they're not planning on spending any of the money they already have on this project.
No.
Other than the first 4 wells.
The first 4 wells
for itself.
Yes. That is the optimum situation, is that those first four wells will strike oil and they make all of their money back because the deal they arranged was that they get 100% of anything that comes out of the ground until they have recouped their cost. And then I want to say it's something like
60%.
It's like 60% for the first 2 years, and then it goes down after that.
Man,
so I mean, it's a hell of a fucking deal.
Whatever it is, it's TV show.
Yeah, but
the point is, this could be real life stuff. I mean,
oh yeah. Well, and it's all the same.
Regardless of even if it's not oil field, it's interesting to me to see how this business stuff works. Because obviously, I didn't go to school for none of that. I don't do none of that. But it's interesting to, you know, learn it and understand it.
Right. And I'm not saying that I completely understand it. It's just what my dumb old hick ass has gathered from from watching the show.
Yeah, so if you got any input, or if we're completely in left field, or whatever, throw it down in the comments. Hell, if you got questions, throw it down in the comments.
Yeah, have a little interaction here. I mean, this is one of those topics that surely somebody else has been out there and watched this, and maybe they've had the similar theory. Maybe they've got a different theory. We'd love to hear it. Maybe we can make a Landman Season 2 theory part 2. Hell,
Well, and in all honesty, regardless of what the topic is tonight, all of our shows are pretty much, they might be on a certain topic and we're telling you what you think. We don't know anything or everything. No. So we say something, you disagree with it, you agree with it, whatever, you got something to add to it, take from it, throw it in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah, because, at the end of the day, if you don't say anything about it, we're right.
People are going to have everything in common with you. It's going to be who's watching this.
Yeah.
Or total opposites. But, throw it down there. Let's take something from it.
The old union versus non-union, that was such a good one.
Yeah. See, that's
you missed out on that one.
I wasn't in that one. I haven't listened to it. And that's on me. But
man, the comment section on that one on Facebook was fire. It was insane. Like a good 2 weeks solid of just back and forth, union versus non-union, and it was.
And a lot of people don't like the arguing and the confrontation, but that's where you learn a lot of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's guys that are non-union, there's guys that are union. They don't know anything about the other, and they're going to stick up for their side. But that's great. Take something from the other guy.
That's the thing, though. Is so, and here's and this goes for. Political opinions. This goes for the union versus non-union. This goes for just life in general. It's okay to have a differing opinion. I had a good friend of mine on Facebook today. He made a comment regarding the prayer that was, or the prayer session that was done in a, I don't even know what the heck it is. It was the National Cathedral for Trump.
Oh, that was ridiculous. I saw a video of that today, and that was insane.
Yeah. So I will say, out of the 15 minutes...
Did he agree with that?
No, he didn't fucking agree
then
with
we're
that.
all on the same page. I was going to say, the key word was had a good friend.
Right. Oh, no, wait. No, the friend he was kind of...
No, I know Trump didn't agree with it. I saw what he said.
Yeah, no, the friend was kind of on board, and I got on there and I expressed my opinion on that.
Nothing to do with giving a sermon.
No, so as far as it was a 15-minute sermon.
We need to ask Brother Robin about that.
Exactly. He'll tell you without blinking.
Yeah, blink, brother, blink.
But so out of the 15-minute sermon from a woman bishop, which this is a whole other topic, and we're going to lose everybody on this one.
Who looked like she might classify as what she was telling us about.
Okay, well, and to be honest with you, in the Catholic religion, there is no woman is supposed to be in any form of leadership, biblically.
Well, I wasn't sure what all that
was. But we're just going to go ahead and we're going to air this out. And so a person speaking in a role that she shouldn't even have about a topic that should not even be discussed in a religious setting chastise our president for establishing there's only two genders. And the best part,
Vance's face said it all, though.
Oh my God, it was so good.
So can I throw something in there too?
Yeah,
and this doesn't have anything to do with the sermon.
That's fine.
But what blows my mind is how all of these people can sit back and say Trump is racist, or Trump doesn't want people from that aren't America. He doesn't want people from other places. And, whatever they say about J.D. Vance. Neither one of those guys are married to a lady that is from here. How are you going to sit there and call him?
He is not a racist person. Neither one of them are fucking racist.
Yeah. Those dudes
J.D.
are
Vance
fucking badass. I mean, how are you going to sit there and say that when neither one of them have wives that are originally from here?
Yeah.
And I think it's cool as shit.
I don't know. I don't know if Melania or is it USA?
I've seen how it's spelled. I don't know.
I don't
want to
God forbid.
Okay, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, but so I don't know if either one of them is. I don't know if they're naturalized or if they were born in the U.S.
But you get what I mean.
Yeah, no. Either way, they are not American. They're not white.
And I think it's awesome. Don't get me wrong.
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Dude, we have a supermodel for a first lady.
Yeah.
and our vice president is a freaking supermodel level too. She was okay. So
Who are you talking about now?
I'm talking about JD Vance's
Oh, okay.
wife. JD Vance's wife, when at the inauguration, she's in like this all pink outfit. And sorry, this is my gay aspect.
I'm speaking to the bros right here, dude. Find you a lady that looks at you like she looks at JD Vance.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
She is nothing but behind that dude.
Dude, and how great
and then
is
they're
it?
sitting there and they're in their booth and it's it's Trump and Melania and his family and you got JD and his family and he's got little kids and they're all over the place having fun.
Yes!
There's nothing more relatable to the American family than that.
100%. It is an American family leading America.
The only people that don't think that's relatable are the people who don't know what it takes to make a proper family because they're too confused on what the fuck they are.
Fuck.
You can cancel me now. I don't give a fuck. I'll get up and go to work tomorrow.
I'm done. That was mic drop. There's nothing else can be said about that shit.
20,000 views right there.
Done. But I mean, so it's one of those. It left me.
I'll quit interrupting.
Kennedy's wife,
I don't know nothing about
Jacqueline Kennedy. So she was like the epitome of just class and like always dressed to the nines and like just this really great, like I'm so excited for the next 4 years to see what goes on with these
and
two
even the
families.
next 4, as I hope Vance gets in there because
Oh,
and it's just like he was. I don't know what Kamala said to him or about him that questioned his integrity. I'm not saying he's lying about it at all. I'm just saying
Fuck the sofa.
I didn't hear it or see, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But when he gets on there and he's like, what has she done to question my integrity? And he goes on about everything he's done in life. And then I've learned just today, I've learned about his upbringing and how he was brought up. And it's like, dude.
Yeah. He's small.
100%.
He's small town freaking hillbilly. Like,
yeah, Mama raised him. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, I freaking.
He knows. So I've seen his previous speeches about,
Have you seen
upcoming and what it takes, and people are telling him, well, Biden did this, and this, and that's great, and he's like, no, this is inflation, and we're the highest here, and we're the highest here, and he's like, I know what it's like to come up where, she's missing this bill to get food here, and she, so it's nice to have somebody relatable like that, because we all know Trump, he's had it good.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say he hasn't.
Yeah.
But it's not like that's not me bashing on Trump at all.
Well, and it's not like the dude didn't work for the shit that he has,
right,
too.
Yeah, true. But then you get JD Vance in there who has had it
He's at
like
rough.
we've all had, or worse.
Freaking blue collar coming up and like mom working night shifts and all that mess.
Not only is that inspirational or says something about JD Vance, but it also to me speaks more volumes about Kamala and how she's going to question somebody like that, because she's going to question somebody like that. She's questioning me, she's questioning him, she's questioning you. The blue collar average people is who she's questioning, and that how are you going to question his integrity when he has gone to Iraq and
well, and everybody's done dumb shit, okay? And I think the thing that's probably the most respectable about JD is the man has written a book about his upbringing. The man has
a movie or a show about it.
Hillbilly Elegy, and I 100% recommend going and watching that if you haven't seen it.
I've just seen the skits.
Okay, so
like yesterday and today, I didn't even realize what it was, and then I seen skits where it's about him. It's like I start putting 2 and 2 together.
Yep.
So yeah,
so we'll watch Hillbilly Elegy. I'll watch it again. It was a great film.
So is it a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a great movie, and it's worth the watch. And it really is. It's based on. I don't want to say that. I believe it's based on true events, but I can't say that 100%. I'd have to look it up. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm having so many hiccups and burps tonight. It's terrible.
The OG core is getting to you.
I guess it's hitting the stomach hard. But yeah, I'm excited about the presidency and seeing the. So okay,
And I've
so this is another
before on other podcasts. I don't get involved in it, and I'm excited about it.
right? So you watched some of the inauguration, right?
Yeah, a little skit. I was at work, but I watched what I could on TikTok or whatever.
So, did you see when Barron, the giant the 18-year-old that he is?
Yeah.
Did you see whenever he went over there and shook Biden's hand?
Yeah, then he goes to Melania, says something to her, she smiles, and he looks back at Biden, and Biden's just like completely blank. Yeah.
Okay, so I missed that part of it. All I saw was whenever Barron goes over there and he shakes Biden's hand and says something to Biden. I have no idea what he said to Biden, but
Nobody
all
does.
I know,
there's videos like so after that
everybody's losing their minds
so
about
Biden,
what was said.
like drops
but his
jaw,
face
whatever.
just went,
Yeah. So then it's a whole video. He goes over to his mom, talks to her, she smiles, and then he kind of laughs, grins, or whatever, and then does a look back at Biden.
I have not seen that yet. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some research. Yeah, so everybody is, drop in the comments. What do you think Barron said? Don't sniff my mom, or don't sniff JD's kids, or anything. Like,
well, it's like Carrie Underwood. She turned around, shook his hand, and then
fucking
walked off
legend.
and said the rest of the shit to the Trumps and all them. Never even acknowledged Kamala.
yeah, fuck that bitch.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying. It's fucking
But
funny.
yeah, no, okay. So there's another one here. That's another segment all in itself. Carrie Underwood. I am not a huge fan of her music. I mean, not that I'm saying that it's bad or anything like that, but I've not been a Carrie Underwood fan. She handled that in the most professional, classy fashion that could ever be expected. Okay, any other artist up there?
Shout out for Oklahoma.
That's right, Oklahoma girl.
Carrie Underwood
pulling
and
it
Mark
out.
Wayne Mullen.
No shit. Mark Wayne Mullen stepping
I've
up
been
for.
seeing. I'm gonna forget his name,
I voted
but
for
I've
him,
seen.
by the way.
I've seen videos of a senator from Missouri, and he is straight killing it in all of these like meetings and stuff.
It doesn't surprise me. There were a few of them during the congressional hearings that like they were on board with all of the. It's
so they had. Well,
I've
this
watched
wasn't
most
even.
of this
This didn't
stuff.
even really have anything to do with like the Trump. Presidential candidacy. It was, well, it may have. I don't do the politic thing, so I'm going to fuck this up 100%. But I've seen him in, like, different meetings and stuff, and the first one I saw was him over, it was mail carrying.
okay.
And shit going wrong there, and post offices being shut down and all that kind of shit.
Yeah,
the one I saw today was
post
over...
office is the highest overhead of any government agency. It has little to no profit whatsoever.
Yeah. So the next one I saw was today, and it was he's in the booth and he's talking and he says, "Pull out those pictures." And these, people behind him, I don't know if they work with him or whatever.
I'm sure it's
they
just
pull
staff.
out these big pictures like over the booth and everything, and it's a young kid. I don't know, early teens maybe, and it's a young boy who had been murdered by illegal aliens.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
And I don't know the case. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was basically they had been not charged, I don't believe, to what he thought they had been charged with. And so he's going after whoever. If I can, I'm sure it'll pop up again on my TikTok. If I see another video of him, I will send him to you. But he had just straight fucking like
Obliterated.
One's like Senator Kennedy. You know who I'm talking about? He goes out and just fucking does the same thing. Not JFK.
Right.
I don't remember where he's from, but it's Senator Kennedy. He's an older gentleman, and he just straight like fucking.
There was Mark Wayne Mullins was one during the congressional hearings that was just like just ripping the Democrats along because they were so it was Hedgepeth. So during Hedgepeth's congressional hearing, the Democrats were just like demeaning him because the guy was, he drank or whatever. The guy served overseas. I know a Marine that served in combat in Iraq, has PTSD, solid dude. And, there's gonna be some oddities when you come back from dealing with, being next to someone that got blown to bits. That's going to kind of fuck you up a little bit, okay? Not to mention just the whole process of becoming a Marine and, you know, what you have to go through in order to reach that status. But they were attacking Hedgepeth for some of the stuff that he's done, or Hegseth, sorry. And they were attacking him for some of the stuff that he had done over time, and, you know, there were a lot of personal attacks that have been resolved because it was a smear campaign. So, you know, there's that whole respect, but so Mullins stepped up hardcore for him because, you know, he respects the fact that he served for our country, fought for our freedom, fought for the right for him to be able to sit there in front of a bunch of people that have never fought anywhere and criticized him about his actions after he served for his country. So, you know, I think something that Mullins said was that, you know, how are you to judge this man whenever the only thing that you guys have ever done is sit in front of a microphone and run your mouth? And I don't know, that's not a verbatim quote, but that pretty much sums it up as to what he said, because, you know, that's really what it comes down to, is that most of those senators and stuff have come up there and they're going to play that they're this complete innocent, you know, what's the fucking word? Oh hell! That they have, you know, that they have no fault, which is bullshit. Most of them are probably getting a little bit
innocent.
Yeah, they're getting some ass on the side in their office, just like Clinton did. But dude, okay,
I did not
so here's
have sexual relations with that woman.
So, but
this is the guy from Missouri I'm talking about, Josh Hawley.
Okay,
He's a senator. Watch some of his shit.
Okay, so did anybody else notice the level of joy that was divided by the parties? Every Democratic candidate that came through there during Trump's inauguration looked like they had just been beaten with a wet fucking noodle before they came out on stage. But yet all of the Republican candidates and all of that stuff that came out were smiling. Freaking George Bush and his wife. Good Lord, that man. Of course, I've never seen that man not smile, though. Even when he was a president, he was always cheesing. He said some goofy shit, but that man was a legend.
A little backstory on him later.
He was a good guy. Another one? Oh, they're getting cold now.
Yeah, good. I'm tired of drinking warm beer.
It's Coors. It's fine. You can drink this shit at 60 degrees and it'll still taste amazing.
And I will, but it's still fucked up.
Yeah, I know. It's not right for the beer, but it's possible.
Fucking alcohol abuse is what it is.
Yeah, well. But yeah, so I know we went from landman to politics, but I mean they are directly
They're
related.
all tied together.
They really are, because
Gulf of America. This is Senator
oh
Kennedy.
yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that dude's a fucking savage.
Yeah. No, yeah, and then Mexico says that they're not going to recognize it being identified as the Gulf of America. Who gives a fuck? Mexico? Sorry.
Have you seen... I can't remember who it was. But Bougie was talking about the Panama Canal. And there's somebody who's talking about it, and they call it the Panamic Anal Canal.
Well, okay,
I was like, that's sticking. But he said, yeah, we're taking that bitch back. Hell, we built it.
Yeah. We built it, gave it to Panama, and now China is the one that's apparently controlling it.
China.
Yeah. We didn't give the shit to China. We gave it to Panama. And China's using the shit and then restricting our access to it and charging our ships more money to use the Panama Canal. Sorry, that's not how that shit works.
Panamac Anal.
Yeah, powers. Yes. Yeah, we'll plow your anus.
I didn't say that. That's where we lose viewers.
Yep,
right
editor.
there.
Yep, editor, fix that
If you're
shit.
true blue collar, you'll be watching it still.
So here's a little side note here. We may be, and I don't know, this may be the episode that does get it, but I have a potential editor that may be taking...
Wants to edit all of our podcast out?
No. But we may be coming up with a little more pizzazz in our future podcast. I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
We're gonna do a trial run.
What does that mean? She don't know either.
Pizzazz? Really?
I'm 24, I think, and she's 15, and she doesn't know what that means.
Okay, fine. There's gonna be a little more wow factor. Is that better? Did that help
I'm
it?
old for my age. Does that make sense to you? Okay, she says it's good.
Yeah, fine. We're gonna polish it up. We're gonna polish up the podcast. Okay, there may be a little more effects.
I can do polishing.
There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have a trial run. Interesting. You want to have a guess as to who it might be? You know him. We've talked about him.
Has he been on before?
No, he's not been on before, but he has been a topic before.
Like, I personally know him?
No.
Oh, then I have no clue.
Okay, Toes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's gonna get a trial run, and we're gonna see.
He's going to get the fucking cableless mic outside.
No. He's not gonna be here.
Okay, so
He's editing because he has.
He should probably edit this out.
No, he's
Well,
not.
we're talking shit.
No, it's fine. No, because he's already watched the episodes.
I didn't make friends with that fella.
He still likes me for whatever reason. So, it is what it is. But, and I've talked shit on the kid, but the kid has made improvements.
Yeah, you know what you're going to be tomorrow morning?
HR.
Yeah. Asking me for a job. That's what you going to be doing.
That's fine. Whatever.
My boss is cool.
But, yeah, I'm a hell of a welder. You got
So is
welding to do.
Bougie. I'm getting pretty all right at it. Myself. Good enough to build that truck.
That's right.
I'm so ready to have that thing back from paint shop.
Oh, I know it. I know.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. It ain't even my damn truck. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Hell, that's not mine either.
Your ass is
It'll
going to
be
be
in my
planted in it. Your name's going to be on the door.
My little name. Big name's his, but yeah.
Hey, that's fine. You're still above his.
Yeah, it'll have Flocka right there under the window.
That's right. But yeah. So Toes is going to get a trial run.
That's all he wants to do is edit? He don't want to be in it?
Mm-mm. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm trying him out because he has the computer power to do
What
it.
makes him want to edit? Or is this hey, I don't have a computer, edit this?
No, this is we've talked about it, and he has mentioned some things about some of the YouTube stuff that he does.
What is his stuff?
It's not related to this whatsoever, which is why he's getting a trial
if
run.
he's going to be interested in it, what does he do?
I don't know. It's probably anime and stuff like that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right. I don't really.
It's not at all related to what we're talking about or what we do. But, hey, it is what it is. And, talent's talent. And if the kid
He can do shit I can't do.
That's right. And I can, as you guys have seen,
I
with the
can't
very
do what you do with it.
with the very crude edits that I do, I'm maxed out. That's all I got.
If it's not a factory iPhone edit, I can't do it. That's no bullshit, dude. I can make truck pictures look real good. But other than that,
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't even add the MGM sound to a cat video that
she's got
that
it
my
covered.
daughter said. Yeah. So, which we may put that up there just because it's pretty freaking
Throw that in
funny.
the end of the video. There's a little catch for you. You watch to the end, you get to see that.
Yeah, you get to see the cat video. There's always a good cat video.
I saw a meme the other day where it was somebody talking about the TikTok ban.
Yeah.
And it was somebody that said, I lived through the Vine at exit or whatever. You guys will be fine.
Yeah, well, but see, that's the
I
thing.
remember Vine. That's what made me feel fucking old.
Well, but I do too. But isn't Vine what transitioned to TikTok?
I don't know. I thought Vine had been gone for a long time.
Well, I think it was Vine to TikTok. I think is what it was
don't-
because TikTok's.
Is Vine musically and then TikTok?
There you go. Okay, so there was the progression.
Okay, so I lost it at Vine because I don't know what the fuck she just said.
Now you're old.
Yeah, apparently. Thanks, bud. Guess who's fucking old enough to be my dad?
This guy. Hey, that's
How
fine.
old are you?
40.
Ooh, if you were my dad, it'd be weird. You could do it, but it'd be weird.
Are you 24?
Me 25 this year.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It'd have been young. Been real young.
You just learning how to use it. That's where you fucked up. Hey, Aaron.
It's potent and it fires, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for the young ones. They got the most venom.
They'll hit you with it. Don't know what they're hitting you with.
They just dump it all in you. Anyhow, this has gone
We're
downhill
both going
quick.
to jail now.
Yep, done, over with, and yeah, here you go.
She done went in the house.
Toes, here's your option. Just slam a big canceled across the screen here.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh, don't you have a button for that? I'm not gonna start pushing buttons.
No, we got there it is. There it is, right there.
So don't let me start pushing shit, because I'll cancel right fucking now. We'll be done. Yeah. Oh, you should have done that when the fucking mic fell over earlier.
Oh.
I don't. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. You get too violent with the microphone, and then everything goes away.
That's fucking liberal microphone. What is this?
No, it's noise canceling.
Thing voted for Kamala.
Ooh, don't talk bad about the microphones. Some bitches will quit.
Yeah, they will. Just like Kamala. Joe Biden
Well,
did.
you smack him in the face, then I'm gonna be a little quiet too when you smack me in the face.
Well, I won't. I'll be fucking mad.
That's true.
Okay, so are we going back to the landman? Or
Yeah,
we still on
so
some
we'll go back
politics?
to the landman, because I mean, so the landman progressed to politics. Politics will tie back
It's all
into landman.
relatable.
It really is,
Reality.
because when it comes down to it, politics are going to decide what goes on with the oil industry. Period. I mean, you saw we were
Drill, baby, drill.
Yes.
And those are in quotations of
in
Mr. Trump.
quotations, but
That's freaking wild. He said all that stuff, and everybody clapped, or everybody stand up and clap.
and not
and
a fucking Democrat one stood
Not
up.
until he said something regarding minors and issues that minors have had with sexual traffic. Don't get me quoting it. Because,
Okay, yeah, the sex trafficking.
yeah, he said something along those lines, and of course everybody stood up and clapped.
Mm-hmm.
And it took everybody standing up and clapping before Biden and Kamala even clapped. And then at the very
still
end,
never
they
got
stood
up.
up. And
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and she had to help him.
Well.
That was one of the short views I saw at work. But anyway, he said that, and it's like, okay, no matter who the fuck you are, why would you not be happy about taking care of this issue? And they're just sitting there, and then everybody stands up and claps, and they're like, oh, fuck, we better, or there's
Yeah.
going to be consequences to
Yeah,
pay.
well, I mean, fucking Joe doesn't give a shit. His political career is over.
All he wants
He's
to do
had
is smell 'em.
50 fucking years of politics. The dude. Okay, so here's another thing too.
Yeah,
The dude has never had a job
he worked the system.
of value. Period. Ever. He has
What
been
all
on
has he
the.
done? I know he's been there 47 fucking years, but
He
what
has
is
been on the government tit his entire career. He has worked
fucking
senator.
hats off to him. He fucking made it. That was his only goal.
Well, I mean, I get it, but fuck.
I'm not
like-
saying it's right, but he did what he wanted to do.
Yeah, but
He milked the system, and now he's retired from it.
All right,
Yeah, he can't
fine.
fucking do nothing but eat some ice cream, but
He loves
But
his
you get
fucking
my
ice
point.
cream. No, I get it, but it's like one of those deals. It's like this goes back to previous episodes where it's like, what kind of a legacy do you want to leave behind? This motherfucker has no legacy to really leave behind, other than the fact that he sucked on the government tit for
his
45
legacy
years.
is Hunter Biden. Ain't fucking sad for me.
As a
But back
parent,
in your day when Biden still had black hair and shit, he was even still saying some goofy shit.
yeah, he still had all the fucking flubs and all that stuff.
So
And-
what all did? And this is an honest question. This is not me giving you shit for being old. What honestly did he do before? I know he's been there for almost
He's been
50
fucking
years.
senator, governor.
For who? Where's he? I don't even know where he's from. And this
He's
is my
from
fault
Scranton.
because I don't follow. Where the fuck is that? This is my fault.
It's in Massachusetts. He's a fucking East
He's a
Coast.
Yankee.
Yeah, he's a fucking Yankee.
This is my fault because I don't follow politics. But these are honest questions I'm asking now. I don't know what all he. Well, obviously he hadn't done shit. But I don't know what his titles have been
yeah.
up until
So
stealing a fucking presidential candidacy.
So Joe has been a centrist Democrat all the way to a far left Democrat, where his deal was
now we have cats in our high schools.
That's right. So he started off as somebody that was a pro-choice Democrat, which I'm still not a pro-choice.
Where's that
individual.
fucking marker at? I got some shit to write on this here table.
Oh, here it is. It's in front of the.
I'm fixing to kill us all with the scent, but I'm fixing to write some shit on here.
Zipper just. Oh no! Ah!
Ha! Bring that over here.
Second damn beer I've wasted on this podcast. It's terrible. But luckily it was over there, so nobody could really see it. But as soon as it quits filming, I'll finish it.
Oh, I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna write. What were we talking about?
We're talking about old Joe,
Yeah,
Sleepy Joe, and the old child sniffer.
Gee, I gotta put the lid back on that. Well, we collaborate here.
He'll be high as fuck.
I was not
knocking
gonna
his beer over.
That's worth writing, but that's not what I was originally gonna write. Oh, I know what I was gonna write.
Can they see it?
I don't know if they can, but it'll be here.
Boo. Bring back.
I probably spelled that wrong.
Fuck yeah. Bring back bully. Okay, all right. Oh,
Jesus Christ! I need a fucking
dude. Okay, so this
oxygen now.
Okay, so this is a great topic, and God, I almost think this should be another
That's a G.
episode.
I didn't have. What is your creative? I didn't have
creative writing and English.
Yeah.
Okay, so bring back bullying. Okay, so I had somebody the other day made a statement, and I was like, "That's fucking genius," because when it comes right down to it,
Did I spell that right?
there are no bullies. There are only victims.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah, because
I was not a bully in school, but I didn't have this bullshit I had to worry about. If I had some motherfucker with cat ears shit in the litter box when I walked in the bathroom, I guarantee you
I'd have probably
shoved
shoved their ass in the fucking cat box.
Yeah, they better at least cover that shit up.
Chloe
Dude, this is totally off topic.
All right, well, fuck. We've scattered the fuck all the way out of here anyhow.
So I'm scrolling through Facebook earlier, and I don't even remember what page it was on, but it's a guy that's.
Hand me that rag over there. Sorry, because I got beer that's.
Oh, anyway, it's a fellow that runs a septic truck for like Porta Johns and shit.
Okay.
And they got this big grate, and so he's backed up to this grate, and he's got a hose running out of his truck, and he's dumping his truck. So there's shit and toilet paper and everything you can imagine all over this grate. Gross,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, there's fucking tampon applicators laying all over the place. And so his comment, or his fucking, like, whatever you make with the post, the caption.
Yeah.
The caption was, I'm going to start charging $1 for every beach whistle. Talking about the tampon applicators. So, of course, it catches my attention. So I start reading the fucking comments. And you know how it was on Facebook. So you know how on Facebook when you make a post, sometimes the AI like questions will come up under the post asking whatever it was. So it didn't pop up on mine, but I'm scrolling through the comments, and this guy had screenshotted it and posted, and it said, what is a beach whistle? And then one was like, what is the reason for increase in cost of beach whistles? And like, I fucking lost it. Anyway, totally off topic and nasty, but
so
made me think of it.
I have never. Wow, that is now starting to. The smell is starting to migrate over here,
high.
dude.
Like
I'm telling
my
you,
eyes are bloodshot.
That right there. That's a
is straight from the 80s.
classic 1980s.
We talked about this one
permanent
time
marker.
already.
Yep. Yeah, that's an $11 marker right there, buddy.
Yeah, they're expensive. Yeah. You better clear coat that shit.
Motherfucker still works too.
Yeah, you better clear coat that shit.
Oh man. Oh. There you go. Proper marketing. There you go.
Right.
Sanford, if you wanna get on board here.
When the king size marker is making you high, the beer is cold. Anyhow, I don't remember where you was going, but I had to throw that.
So the bring back bullying.
whistles out there.
I love I love the fact that he told that he made the statement that there are no bullies, there are only
Who said that?
victims. It was my HVAC guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not. And he said that, and I was like, I've never thought about it like that. Because it's a damn truth. It's either you're the victim or you're the quote-unquote bully, but I don't really believe that there's bullies. Because honestly, I feel like...
I identify as not a bully.
I identify as a bully. Because
either
I was a mean motherfucker.
Everybody else can identify as that. Well, not anymore. But, you can identify as whatever the fuck you want. I'm a nice person.
So, all right, here's another side note. This is Facebook. So, if you guys have stuck around at this point, you've either got to be a Patreon
or you're as drunk as we are, you're sniffing 80s markers, something.
Or something along that lines. But man, we appreciate you sticking around at this point and some of our fucking rabbit trails that we go on. But we have a great time and we do it for you guys. We appreciate. Well, honestly, I don't fucking do it for y'all at all.
I do. It's cold as nuts out here.
I don't know. How are you cold? My leg is literally on fire.
My right leg is. Everything else is cold.
Y'all can't see
the
it.
Second, third, and left arm is cold.
There's a fucking heater right here. My left thigh is on fire.
Well, I'll tell you what's not on fire. Close your ears. Toes are going to edit out. My left nut is freezing.
That's terrible. Maybe you should cross your legs or something. Keep it warm.
No. Because, there's two genders now, and I'm not female.
All right, fair enough. Shit, where was I going?
I don't know.
Bullying.
Yeah, you said somebody wasn't bullying anymore.
I don't know. Damn it. I don't remember. All I know is, so we appreciate you guys sticking around to this point. Drop us some comments and...
we're less than an hour. Don't fucking end it here.
No, I'm not fucking ending shit. I'm just showing a little appreciation for the audience, and we appreciate the ones that do listen, and the rest of you that don't listen, you're fucking missing out on some good shit sometimes, because we have some pretty good ones. This is one of them. I kind of feel like this has been a pretty good podcast.
It really is. I mean, we do it for fun and drink cold beer and hang out, but it is like for you guys. I mean, reality, we don't just... Yeah. If we wanted to sit here and freeze our nuts off, we could do it and not do all this. And Sam does way more work than I do. I do the podcast, I drink cold beer, and 9 times out of 10, I don't even listen to him. But he does the editing. I mean, behind the scenes, just he does put a lot of work and effort into this, and so I'm kind of hypocrite here preaching to you guys about you listen to it and whatever.
Hey, but he's the star of the show, so
I can't crush a glass with a mallet, but
please do not.
Anyhow.
Hey, if you guys haven't seen that video, you probably should go check out our Facebook page. It's it was like 20.1 thousand views.
I don't know. Yeah, and 19,000 of that was us watching it over and over.
Shh!
Can you believe this shit?
Yeah. Can you believe this?
Yep, it honestly did though, blow me away how many people. And I didn't even see it on TikTok or none of my friends. So
we should have put it on TikTok.
I see where my real friends are.
Well, and that's where Toes is coming into this, because he's wanting to take and edit some of this stuff into.
I am really curious to see how fast he can take this, because I don't know him personally, so obviously I got nothing against the kid, whatever. Kid, he's fucking my age. Anyway,
he is actually.
I honestly am I'm very interested and fascinated to kind of see where he can take this, because I personally am not technical. Yeah. Savvy.
I can do the basics of it just to keep us afloat.
You do way more than I do. I mean, what you do amazes me, because I sit in there and watch you do it, and I have no fucking idea. Yeah. I'm showing you TikTok videos while you're in there editing shit, and I'm bugging the shit out of you. I'll grab him a cold beer when he's out. For somebody my age, I have no idea. I didn't start watching TikTok. I didn't even have TikTok until a month ago. Yes, just because my boss started sending us videos. It's like, well, fuck, now I got to download it. I just don't. Facebook Marketplace is about my extent. I'm just not, never have been. I don't do the video games and all that. Nothing against them. It's never really entertained me or kept, I get bored with it.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's never been my thing.
I get it. Well, so So he's wanting to take and make shorts and clips and shit like that.
I have no doubt that he could take it. I mean, in reality, like anybody my age who's tech savvy, I have no doubt that they could do something with it.
Yeah, and he was just like, I'll.
So what are we paying him?
Nothing yet. This is a trial run.
Oh, edit that out before he sees it.
No, he's gonna get it. Because this is one of the, and he knows it. And I told him, I said I'll give you an episode and I'll let you do your editing. I will edit it. So what you guys will see of this, because it's supposed to come out tomorrow, which it won't.
Yeah, we're all fucked up.
It's 9:00 at this point. There's no way I'll have this edited and out tomorrow.
I don't even remember where we went behind. Where did we fuck up? Because before we were ahead.
Yeah, I know. And now we're almost a week behind. Because I didn't get the last one out until Friday, I think. Friday or Saturday.
All right, we'll throw some shit down.
Yeah, we need to.
I mean, I get shit comes up and we got to edit, but as far as podcasts, we'll throw some shit down.
We
have not even had our Cavalcade podcast, so we've been talking about having for 2 months. Yeah. We'll throw some shit down here for you guys, and it may come back to editing. Well, shit happens. We all got lives, and this is not our.
We're blue collar guys.
Yeah, this is not our deal.
You've had overtime work. I've had overtime where it has been.
You won't
retarded.
see me for a month when that truck comes back. I can promise you that. Somebody's in the paint shop. If I don't have it Friday, it'll be next week.
If I got to throw a fucking microphone on and I'll sit in a chair while you do all your shit on the Pete, then we'll figure it out.
On that motherfucker. Yeah, come to the shop.
We'll figure it out. We'll do something. I'll talk to your boss and see if we can do an episode.
My boss is cool as fuck.
We need to have your fucking boss on the podcast.
Good luck. My boss is cool as fuck, but he's busy as fuck.
Well, that's fine. We're flexible. I've got 2 guests that are lined up that that y'all still haven't seen yet. We had him. He was supposed to be here last week.
I need to get my other buddy on here that I'll keep talking about too.
Well, get it worked out, man. Just let me know.
Well, now that you're up here and. I'll text him tomorrow. Remind me, and I'll text him tomorrow.
Okay. Because I'm gonna text. And
it's not gonna be this week, but because he's stuck in Georgia. Fine. But my boss. But I'll at some point catch him on the side and
just give him my
if
info.
he has any interest in it. To be honest with you, I'll be surprised. Just because he is busy.
Well, that's fine.
Aside from that, he's not gonna diss on what we're doing.
Well, and tell him we're mobile too. All of this shit can move.
Yeah,
we can come to him.
It'd be badass to do it in front of the Pete.
Do it in front of the Pete. Do it at his fucking house. Apparently, he's got a badass house too.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. It'll be at the shop.
You never know. Yeah. Don't knock it.
His cool, but
we'll see. Maybe. Stay tuned. Okay, if you're not subscribed, subscribe.
We're not done yet tonight, but
no, we're not done at all. But well, maybe we ought to wrap this one. Maybe we ought to start another one.
I'm good with whatever.
I need another beer though, because I spilled part of it over there.
I need to pee.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we wrap this up and we just
regroup.
All right.
Because to them, it ain't gonna matter if we do it tonight or not.
Not really.
But we are behind.
Yeah, we are behind. We need to get some shit stacked. So anyhow, this has been Living the Dream podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Josh.
And we'll see y'all next week. If you're late, you're lost. Because we'll probably be late and we might be lost. And drunk. So stick around. We appreciate y'all.
Drop down. Oh, you done cut it, didn't you?
No, not yet.
Drop down in the comments. Tell us what you think about the landman and the politics. Like I said, guys, we don't know anything or everything. We are here telling you our thoughts, and we want to hear yours. If you don't agree with our politics or you don't agree with our, landman at oil field stuff, drop a comment. It's not like we're going to hate on you. We take this as a learning experience, and we want to hear your thoughts and your views on it. And so drop it down there.
Yeah,
it's not just going to get hate. Drop it down there. We'll all learn from each other.
No, because here's the best part about it is if y'all leave a comment, we're small enough right now, you're going to get a response, okay?
We'll probably call you ass.
We might. You drop a phone number in there, by God, I'll message you on the Facebook Messenger and be like, call you up and be like, hey, listen here, mother father.
No. But drop it down there, get a little debate going on. Let's and it's not any hate. Let's learn from it. Let's open our minds here and our views, and let's see what we can do.
Yeah. I like it.
By all means.
Yep. All right. We'll see y'all in the comment section. Later.